Sunday's 26 tornadoes set a record for the number of tornadoes to hit in Indiana in November. Of course, tornadoes can happen in any season, but typically in Indiana, when we think tornado season, we think spring. Cody Kirkpatrick studies storms and weather patterns at Indiana University and explains why tornado season is year-round in Indiana. We hear about severe weather seasons, but in Indiana it seems like the severe weather season is all year round. Why is that?
One of the things that happens here is that since we are north of the Gulf of Mexico, anytime we have southerly winds or winds coming out of the south, those winds come from the Gulf of Mexico up through Alabama and Tennessee, and that brings moisture, that brings humidity to us, even in the wintertime. And with that humidity comes warmth as well, and in the wintertime we get the winter winds that are typically strong with the jet stream, and when you couple wintertime winds with for example, in this last event that we had in Kokomo and Lafayette that were heavily damaged with tornadoes, you get the sort of springtime temperatures and humidity with the wintertime winds, and that's a recipe for severe weather.
What research is being done to better predict tornadoes?
We knew about this event even on Wednesday and Thursday. There was an idea that Illinois and Indiana and Michigan and Kentucky were in danger for severe weather. And over the last about 20 years, our computers have gotten faster, and we have been able to do more research about the types of the environments that cause thunderstorms to develop and what causes tornadoes. And we have gotten a lot better at predicting those at longer and longer lead times, or 2 days in advance or 3 days in advance. And when you couple that with the advent of social media in the last 5 or 6 years, it is so much easier to communicate that risk to people. The big thing that we still do not know about tornadoes, for example, right now, is why one storm can produce a tornado but another one does not. Only about 30% of the really strong supercell storms that are rotating and would cause tornado warnings, only about a third of those actually produce tornadoes, and we honestly do not know why.
The tornadoes we saw in Indiana on Sunday, I believe, were EF2 tornadoes.
Yes.
What does EF2 mean, and what's the scale?
Yeah, tornadoes are rated on the EF scale, or the Enhanced Fujita scale, which is a scale that rates tornado damage based on what wind speeds we think would produce that kind of damage. You can't actually put instruments out to measure the wind speeds in a tornado because of all the debris and the damage. The instruments would not survive. So we use the damage to sort of back out how strong we think the winds were based on how well the home was constructed or what type of building it hit. A mobile home will be damaged much more easily than a 2 or 3 bedroom home, for example. And so we take that estimate of wind speed and then simply categorize it into EF0, the very weak tornadoes that produce very little damage, to the EF4 and EF5 tornadoes that are just catastrophic.
We should mention, since that report, the Tippecanoe County tornado has been rated EF3, and others since then have been rated EF0 and EF1.